Hello. Sorry, I was doing Spanish. Cool. Alright. Twitch. Perfect. Where is... I just forgot what the program I use is called. Oh, right. I am once again having issues with my computer. Where things are not showing up as they should, which is awesome and great. Let me figure out how to get to my things. Everything is hidden in folders again and isn't opening properly, and it's super cool and I love it. I'm hoping that it saved me where I needed to. I was supposed to check. Perfect. We're right where we need to be. Alright, we're just gonna go. We get to see this cutscene again. You're welcome. It's loud for me. That looks okay for you guys. I think that's okay. If it's too loud, let me know. There he is. Thanks, Professor.
I'm afraid I have to intervene. You see, protecting a young lady in distress is the duty of every gentleman.
Professor. You say that. You abandon Flora all the time, buddy. That's not awesome for you.
Are you all right, Miss Faye?
Professor? What are you doing here?
Yeah, great question, girl.
It's best we make our way out of here. Now then, which one of you is first?
The fact that their little gas masks actually are like little accordions is so funny to me.
Huh? They're not doing anything. You think maybe your impressive stick work scared them stiff?
Either way, now is our chance. Come, let's head into the forest. We should be able to lose them there.
I don't want the all-new AI writer for work email. Okay, see if I can remember how to do this. The Great Escape. Okay, let me actually save correctly, because last time is when I loaded wrong, so we're gonna save here, just to be safe. Mysterious robed figures seem to be circling the area. Their lanterns allow them to see 3 spaces in front of them. Guide Professor Layton to the bottom exit and guide Maya to the top exit. Keep in mind when either of them moves 1 space, so will the robed figures. Give them both their respective goals. Oh, right. This isn't one where, Okay, yes. Got it. I was like, do you have to... I couldn't remember if you had to move both of them. And you do. So let me... Where's the exit? Okay, that's his exit. Okay, got it. This is gonna take me a second. Hold... Oh, I'm not moving the right one. That would be why. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry. I'm like... my brain is melting out of my ears. Am I missing something? Oh, okay, it wasn't restarting from the beginning, was it? Is that the issue? That might have been the issue. Okay, I was like, what am I doing wrong? I think we switched to Maya. And then switch. Okay, cool. Okay. We have gotten rid of Layton, so great. I think I did struggle with Maya when I did this. Fuck. Oh wait, Ah, shit. Oh yeah, go back one step, and I was going back multiple. That would explain it. Nope. Shit. Fuck. Okay, there we go. I don't know why. I definitely didn't have that much trouble the first time I did this, but
Let's
you know how
see
it
if
is.
I've proven myself.
Thank you, Professor.
Come what may, puzzles are there to be solved.
Sure.
That's a relief. I don't see anyone following us. Not quite, Miss Faye. I'm afraid we cannot be so sure just yet. It will be safer if we continue on ahead. Now then, follow my lead.
You got it, Professor. Village outskirts. Great. Let's grab some hint points first. Thank you. Great. Fun. Perfect. Anything else to comment on here, you guys? Anything? Too stressed out? You know what? Oh, I was gonna say, fair enough.
There's an awful lot of twisted trees in this forest. I don't trust them, Professor. They certainly are bunched together, aren't they, Miss Faye? It seems they can block out most of the sun, too. Much of this area looks the same. It would be easy to get lost, so stay close, Miss Faye.
Huh?
Wait, I recognize that tree. Aren't we just here? Or was it that tree?
Oh, stupid identical trees. Yeah, I know you want me to move. I was having a fun and whimsical time. Oh, 4 hint coins. What a plot twist. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna move something on my screen that's in the way. Great.
We should be safe here, Miss Faye. Are you hurt?
Nope, I'm right as rain. Thank you for saving me back there. You look like you're all back to normal, Professor. Not as shiny and way more talkative.
What do you mean by back to normal?
You were told it turned into gold, Professor. Someone cast a magic spell on you.
A magic spell? On me, you say?
Let me refresh your memory. You remember that witch that appeared when we were in Mr. Belduke's house, don't you? If my voice is too quiet, let me know. I'm trying to be quieter tonight. I was listening to some audio from me and Haley's podcast, and I felt like I come across like I'm screaming when I talk, and so I'm trying to be quieter. So if that means that I am not loud enough, let me know. Hello, Hannah. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Indeed. So you're saying that was when a magic spell was cast on me?
That's right. You were super golden and super shiny.
Super shiny and golden. Most fascinating.
Do you not remember any of that?
Sadly, I do not. To tell you the truth, I have no recollection of what happened to me then. It seems I lost consciousness immediately after the witch appeared.
My latent voice is weird tonight.
And when I regained consciousness, I was already in the forest.
Huh. So then, do you think maybe they carried you here after the trial? Oh yeah, did you not remember that I put him there with me? I thought it was important that he be on the fridge because he's my favorite character. He is the Layton character. He's the Layton and the Ace Attorney character. I think that's what we've all lost. You know, I think that's where we've all lost ourselves in current fandom. We've forgotten about Carmine, and that's really the biggest issue here.
After the trial, then that must mean...
Yep, you were the unfortunate victim of witchcraft in that trial, Professor.
How extraordinary. Ms. Faye, could you please bring me up to date on everything that happened after my disappearance? What about Luke and Mr. Wright? Are they okay? I recall Luke and I heading to Sir Belduke's house. We thought you and Mr. Wright were in danger.
Yeah, I think they're all right. So much has happened. Where do I even start?
Like that like noise that they make when someone's having a flashback.
Did I hear you correctly? You say that one of my arms broke off.
Yep, the right arm. Snap-o.
Has it been 24 hours? We kind of like did a bad job because Maya's been here for at least 12. Because Maya was dropped here, and then we can presume that this is the next day. Because I don't think this is one of those games where, like, oh, it goes over to Maya, but now it's back to right after she was dropped into the woods after the trial. So if we're assuming that it's already been, that they had a night of sleep, I think the professor has been here for, like, at least 30 hours. Like, he got turned to gold, and then they slept for a night because Phoenix said that he heard Luke crying, like, all night. And then they had the trial day, and then they had another night. So Layton has been out here for at least 2 nights and a full day, I think. That is, I think, the timeline with that one. So I do think that this is at least, I don't think that this falls in. I've seen different estimates for how long this game is. I'm gonna say that if this is at least, this section alone is at least a full 2 days, I'm gonna aim for Luke and Layton are physically in Labyrinthia for at least 5 days. 5? At least 4 for sure. 5 feels more accurate, but I do think they got grabbed before Maya and Phoenix, and then they are not in the picture for at least a day or 2. I have to believe that Phoenix and Maya do not meet. I don't think Phoenix and Maya meet them, like, the day they get there. I just think that doesn't make sense. I don't think that... I think Eve did a rush job on them, but I don't think she would have put them... I don't think she would have introduced Luke and Layton the same day that she introduced 2 other new people. So I'm thinking they have had to be missing for at least a week. You know? Like, I think it's a full week, at least. I think this is like... This is definitely more than one of Layton's 3-day getaways, which is what I'm calling the other games, the 3-day getaway. I think I've mentioned this before, but if you didn't know, I personally headcanon that Layton never does Friday classes because he likes having 3 days to goof around and do whatever. But I think this is probably outside of Azran for the games, the longest time he's actually away from class. And this one, Azran is a very, very sudden sabbatical, which I understand is not cool. But I think this is the only one where it's truly, like, unexpected. Like, Last Spectre is, like, 2 days. Last Spectre is only 2 days, so I think that... And then I can't remember how long any of the others are, but I think this is definitely the longest. That is not, like, the indeterminate amount of time for Azran, which can be as short or as long as you wish it to be. So that's where I'm currently at vis-a-vis timeline for this game. That's where I'm thinking. I do think I don't think he minds grading. I just think that he cares more about, like, adventure and on-site. I think he finds, like, on-site archaeology more interesting than the class he might have to teach. I think he likes teaching. I don't think he would be a professor if he didn't. But I just think that he likes this part more. And he's got I think it's very funny. I think he's very funny. I think it's really funny because I was rewatching the beginning of Last Spectre earlier today because I was checking for a frame of Luke, and Herschel says that the other professors think he's some young upstart. And I just thought that was so cute. There was something about him being described as a young upstart which just, like, it really made me smile. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I really liked it. Especially since, like, for the first game, he's literally just some professor dude. He has nothing going for him. He's just some young upstart, and he's sleeping on his couch because, you know, well, yeah, he's only in his 30s. He's probably pretty new to being a professor. Like, I don't know. I think there's something about it. There's something about describing Herschel Layton as a young upstart, which was, I just was like, oh my god. They were like, look at this fucking tryhard. This tryhard who spends all night researching and falls asleep on his couch. And not going to any of his department meetings. No, he doesn't want to go to the department meetings, he just wants to research. And he has to keep dragging him to department meetings. Cruel and unusual punishment for this young upstart professor.
And so, Ms. Fey, you were charged with using magic.
Yep, that's right. And then Luke cried his little eyes out. And then the parrot on Luke's head does divide its little beak off.
That must have been quite the sight. But I must say, this situation has certainly piqued my interest.
I just don't think Herschel Layton is a meetings guy. I don't think I mean, we know he's not a meetings guy, but, like, I don't know, like I feel like he's one of those professors where, like, yes, you have to be graded on your papers and your homework, but just as much as that, he, like, would rather just be grading you on, like, class discussion if he could. Like, if he could get away with purely grading his students on, like, participation, I think he would. I think he's that kind of person. I think he values that almost more than, like, homework. I just think he's a guy who likes, like, having discussions. And I think, you know, what's level 5 gonna do? If they want to show up and tell me I'm wrong, then they're welcome to. That would require them writing more Gressenheller. And since this next game is taking place in the United States, I'd like to see how they try to do that. So, get on my level 5. Either hire me or get out of my stream.
That must have been quite the sight, but I must say we already read this. I see. My apologies, Miss Fey. Had I had the strength at the time, I could have been more help.
No way, Professor. You saved me just a moment ago.
And quite the close call it was. By the way, Miss Fey, why are you in this forest?
That is a very good question. Nick managed to prove my innocence, but he still ended up being thrown into the fire.
You were found innocent, yet still sent to the fire.
Well, anyways, so much weird stuff has happened since then.
Okay, yeah, Maya saying so much weird stuff has happened since then definitely means that this is a continuation. This is not we are going back in time to when Maya first fell. She has been here for at least 12 hours in my brain. Because that would be them escaping the trial place, them escaping the courthouse, getting to Rouge's, which, by the way, I think for the entire last stream I called Rouge Rogue. Her name is Rouge. It's not Rogue. I just always mix up those words, so that's embarrassing. Get to Rouge's, and then sleep, and then wake up in the morning, and then Luke and Phoenix had to go to the market, look around, see the explosion, meet Kira, go back to Rouge's, then go with Espella to the courthouse, and then figure out the contraption. Oh, talk to Jean, figure out the contraption, land in the horse. Then we go to this. So I think it's got Maya's had to have been running here for at least 12 hours. So Herschel is definitely starting to approach 2 full days in the forest. Good for him.
It would seem so, yes.
The funny thing is, as much as I mixed up Rouge in this game, I also mix up the bat to the point where I am now Googling which one she is. It's also Rouge the Bat. The more you know. I've almost certainly messed that up too in the past. Good for me. I thought they were different, I think is the issue. I think that I thought one of them was Rogue and one of them was Rouge, but they're both Rouge. No, Hannah, we know he sucks ass at making tea out of random ingredients. Mostly just because I suck ass at making tea out of random ingredients. I think my new headcanon is I think that Flora gets really into making her own tea because I think Flora gets really into gardening because I think it's cute. I think Flora she'll make like her own chamomile and she'll make her own mint tea, like little stuff like that. And I think she asks Herschel and Luke if they want to try making their own tea. And they're both like, no, absolutely not. I think that Luke once is like, well, maybe if Flora helps me, it'll be okay. And it's like drinking poison. He's like, you know what, Flora, I will leave this to you.
But it's strange. There must have been more to that cage I was trapped in, like a trick or something.
A trick?
If Trucy were here, she would have figured it out immediately. That's on you all. Yeah, Flora, it's like from now on, you guys are only allowed to use premixed teas. You are not allowed to experiment. You will destroy my tea set. You will poison my guests. Absolutely not.
Yeah, the cage dropped down through the chamber and then came to a stop just above a wagon. That wagon was how I ended up here.
It would seem there is more to that fire chamber than I originally thought.
Then when I saw those things, I tried to get away. But as you saw back there, they found me. I thought I was a goner.
And that is when I appeared, is that correct?
Yep, that's right.
Is something the matter, Miss Faye?
It's Nick. He must be worried sick. I mean, I was thrown into the fire right before his eyes.
Yes, I'm also concerned about Luke.
Yeah, that kid has issues. I mean, Phoenix has his own issues, but like, Luke is a baby. And Nick's in his 20s. Not to diminish his trauma, but Luke is a baby.
However, I believe Luke and Mr. Wright are certain to sense something is amiss and solve this mystery. We're sure to all meet up again soon.
Yeah, you're right, Professor.
For the time being, let's investigate this place as much as possible.
Investigate?
Indeed, this forest appears to be full of secrets. First I was turned into gold and awoke to find myself here, and then you, Miss Faye, were transported here from the courtroom under the illusion of having been put to the fire. Perhaps this forest...
Oh. Sorry, the way they pop in is really funny.
Uh-oh. How'd they manage to find us so fast? What should we do, Professor?
It appears they were lying in ambush. I'm afraid an altercation here is unavoidable.
These guys look like they've been hitting the gym. They're a lot bigger than the others.
Indeed. Leave this to me. Now please step back, Miss Faye.
He's really into the eye aesthetic, which, by the way, this eye shape is actually incredibly similar to the eye shape that is on Apollo's bracelet, and I find that really funny. It's super basic. Like, it's super, super basic. This is not like a it's the most generic eye ever. It's just very funny to me that we have, like, Apollo eye bracelet and also these fucking guys.
Knock them into next week, Professor.
Now, just what is with all the commotion? Yeah, you were given a task to carry out, were you not? So what exactly do you think you're doing? Answer me. Forgive us, oh great witch. She's so cool.
Well, what? That's the witch from last time. What's she doing here?
Bum 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 bum. Now, isn't this a strange sight? I know it's not related to anything. It would be so funny if we somehow find a way to make the bracelet related. I don't know how we would do it because like it's so much older than the experiment. It would be really funny though. It would be really stupid. It would be great. Oh, music, fix yourself music. 2 visitors from the witch trials, a victim and an accused. Strange indeed. Come again?
It was your fault we were part of those trials in the first place, you witch.
Good job, Maya. My, this one has some fight in her. Relax, I do not plan to harm you two. This marks the 3rd time we have now met. Tell me, what exactly are you planning?
What? Professor, you two have met 3 times?
Yes, I first met her in London, prior to arriving in Labyrinthia, of course. Apollo and Alfendi, children in government drug experiments. That would be so funny because it'd be like, how do you fit that into Apollo's backstory, right? Like, people already complain that Apollo has too much backstory, and then you and me are out here like, okay, how can we drop him in Labyrinthia for like a weekend? You know, how can we tie Labyrinthia into his backstory? Like, you know, we could probably find a way. Would it be silly? Yes, but like, what else are we here for? That's right. Now enough. Stand down. These 2 are considered guests. You are not to lay a finger on them. Is that clear? Make sure the rest of the shades get the message.
Shades? Are they those creepy people in those weird robes?
Yes, mistress. As you command, O great witch. Great witch. Yeah, no shit, Layton. There's no need to be alarmed. You may relax. I'm afraid I cannot oblige, not as long as you are here. What if Joe was British, but the last was American, so like Dad's and Dick dropped in the wrong country by accident? Then how does he get out? Really the question would be, how would we get him out of Labyrinthia? For him to still also grow up in the United States. He gets there, and after like a week, they're like, this kid isn't supposed to get in. Get him out of here. Get him out. Yeah, I'll rotate it in my head too. I'll rotate it. Tell me, what are you? You know, from what I hear, you're a big fan of solving puzzles and mysteries, are you not? Then by all means, go ahead. You are free to investigate the Eldritch Woods to your heart's content. I cannot believe that they did not somehow, before like the last scene in this game, imply they were on a fucking island. I really thought they were in the middle of the woods in England, and just like no one had run into the woods. Which is like, it makes way more sense they're on an island. I just wish they established it was an island sooner than the last fucking cutscene, you know? The Eldritch Woods. The answers to your questions are here. You're free to seek them. Then you do not plan on having us captured. That was the weirdest Layton line I've done in a hot while. You'll have to excuse the Shade's earlier behavior. They can be a bit overzealous at times.
They were simply doing what was requested of them. Their task, as they called it. Anyone lost in these woods is to be made a member of the Shade family, as it were. That one post that's like found family? No, forged family. In this, forced family. We are now family. Fuck you. Amnesia.
A member of the Shades? What does that mean?
Like I said, you should seek out the answers for yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have another engagement with a visitor of mine.
A visitor?
Until next time, Professor Herschel Layton. And also, other girl. Girl I don't know the name of.
She disappeared.
Fuck, I have to keep counting my hmms. I don't think we've hit any hmms tonight, have we? If we did, we will count those as a loss.
So Professor, the Great Witch they mentioned? They must be referring to her, right? She has to be Bezella.
The Great Witch Bezella. If that woman were her, she is much taller than Espella. Then that would make Eldritch Woods the home of all witches.
Maestral is
This just keeps getting curiouser and curiouser. So then, that means the Shades, or whatever, are witches?
That is what we must find out. I believe there may be a very important clue or two hidden within this forest. There must be some reason why this forest has been kept a secret from the citizens of Labyrinthia. I also must wonder why this great witch is simply allowing us to do as we wish. As we wish. It is slightly concerning.
Well, there's no point looking a gift horse in the mouth. I say we take her offer and check this place out. That way we'll rack up a ton of clues by the time we reunite with Nick. And since we'll be working together, I'll act as your temporary Luke. Right you are, Professor.
How well done. Thank you very much, Miss Faye. Now then, let us begin our investigation.
Yes, sir. Let's go, Professor.
Okay. Ah! Great. The storyteller. Ispella's father, the storyteller, who writes the story that controls the fate of all Labyrinthians, considers the presence of the professor to be a form of corruption.
It would seem that the storyteller has removed me from the story. Where is this tale going? Of his going?
Golden Layton, it was none other than the professor, having supposedly been turned to gold, who saved Maya from her fate. He says he lost consciousness after his confrontation with the Great Witch.
A gold statue of me? That's something I would not quite like to see with my own eyes.
Hey, bestie. There is something about having to forcibly remove Layton from the narrative, isn't there?
In reality, this tree is really two trees grown together. Its twisted structure is simply fascinating.
That's the trunk. No, wait, that's a branch? A root? This tree's a jerk. Let's go.
I'm so excited to get to the scene at the end where, like, they're, like, straight up, like, yeah, Phoenix, we did not intend for you to be here. I don't know what to tell you.
Could these pots have been used in some sort of ceremony? There's no mistake, these are certainly very old.
I bet you're just dying to check out these relics, huh, Professor?
The professor loves relics. This guy fucking loves a relic.
Check out the branches on that tree. Kinda reminds me of a stadium dome. Minus a stadium.
Indeed, and it would appear that this arrangement of branches is natural, simply remarkable.
Excuse me. We wanted to ask you a question real quick. What exactly do you do in this forest?
We live to serve the mistress and carry out her orders. Our tasks. The mistress speaks, we obey.
Tasks? Is that like your job?
Yes, my task is to assist all newly initiated shades.
Assist newly initiated shades?
That must have something to do with what the Great Witch said earlier. Anyone lost in these woods is to be made a member of the Shade family. Although my task is made much more difficult when they run away. Why do they always run away? But we will not chase after you again. It is the mistress's orders. I see. So you do everything the Great Witch commands.
Hey, I think you guys are always fighting over the good tasks, huh? Who'd want to get stuck doing the Great Witch's laundry? Seriously though, you guys were really close to turning me into a shade earlier. Not cool. I'm seriously glad the professor came along when he did.
Five hint coins, holy shit. That's a whole lot of hint coins. I love the tiny little look around we get.
Do you think this is where the shades live? It looks kind of like a village.
It would appear so. They seem to lead a very simple lifestyle.
But they look so magical and fantastical. I figured they'd live somewhere way more, well, magical and fantastical. But I guess you could also say that about my family, so, what can you do?
Now that you mention it, they don't appear capable of using magic, do they?
I guess if they did, they'd only end up back at the witch trials.
Remember, that may be the law within Labyrinthia, but the Great Witch rules this forest. It is doubtful that such a law would exist here.
That's true. You think we should tell them to just let loose? I bet they have some really flashy spells.
Let us focus our efforts on looking around this village first. There appears to be a path leading out to the other side, too.
Great. Hello, hint coins. Whoop. One.
Compared to the houses found in Labyrinthia, the Shade's dwellings appear much more primitive.
Primitive? It doesn't look like they have indoor plumbing, Professor. That's worse than primitive.
Does that imply that Labyrinthia has indoor plumbing? Does Labyrinthia have indoor plumbing? Labyrinthia may have indoor plumbing. That's wild. What? Two. Three. Four. This fun. Where's this last one?
Okay. Professor, I'm happy to report that the Shades have mastered well-making technology.
Indeed. This well reminds me of the features of Labyrinthia. Perhaps they share the same source. All I can do is carry out my tasks the best I can, and hope that one day I might be allowed to return to the town. Return? What do you mean? I'm not too sure myself. It is something I was told when I arrived. The Great Witch keeps record of all the tasks we successfully complete. Then, when our accomplishments outnumber our failures, she will consider returning us to the town. That is what I believe, and that is why I continue to toil away at my tasks.
So does that mean these guys aren't witches?
From the sounds of his voice, it would seem this particular shade is male. However, according to what you told me earlier, all witches here are female.
So then, who exactly are these Shades? Say, who are you?
My, how very direct. A shade is a shade, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, that wasn't really helpful.
Perhaps you can tell us what your particular task is. That I cannot tell you. Most Shade's tasks are closely guarded secrets. Oh! Great. Thank you. Oh, found it. 5. So how's the task going? Working hard?
Huh? Oh, task? Well, duh, of course we are. Speaking of which, what's your task?
My task is to prepare food for everyone. I'm actually trying to come up with the menu for today. I wouldn't exactly call my cooking appetizing or edible, but I must do what our mistress commands.
Remind us not to stop by for dinner.
Did you say something?
Me? Nope, not a thing. Hey, good luck. Try not to blow up the kitchen.
She's so supportive. Oh, no. I'm so tired. Why am I so tired? It's only 9:24. 1. 2. 'This small path looks as if it leads away from the Shades village. I'm trying to figure out Herschel's voice tonight because whatever I'm doing is like really hurting my voice, so we're trying to figure out where it's supposed to land. Because I didn't think it used to hurt my voice so much.
Yep, it's a path for walking.
Fascinating. I would like nothing more than to examine that shrine, but I'm afraid we must hurry on.
Wonder who built that thing. You think it was the Shades' great-great-great-great-grandparents? I wonder if Wordsmith is still in the market for a new napping spot. This tree is totally napping material.
Under better circumstances, this tree would be most ideal for enjoying a nice cup of tea under its shade. Shade joke.
Wow, look at those hint coins. I think I got all of them.
I'm terrible at my task, the worst. I'm even more terrible at following orders. One small misstep and it'll be my fault. We have a serious situation on our hands. I feel sick just thinking about it. A serious situation? What kind of task do you have exactly? I can't say. The only thing I can't say is that I'm terrible at it.
Why are you so nervous anyway?
It's because she's watching. Always watching. She sits up there in her mansion and just keeps on watching. Mansion? You mean the Great Witch lives nearby? On the other side of the river? It's quite far, but you can see our every move. So it's across the river then.
Professor, I'm sure to run to her again there. It's where she lives after all.
The best course of action may be to try and make our way there. There are still many questions to be answered. Fuck me.
Yeah, then we'll finally see if she's the real deal or not, right, Professor?
That's right, Miss Faye. Let us make our way across the river.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does she just have like a fuck ton of security cameras in the woods? Because that'd be wild. What items do we have? Oh. Bell, blah, 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 blah. Oh, we never read these. Should we read these? There's a lot we haven't read. Maybe we'll read them at close to the end. How about that? We'll read them close to the end. Oh. Or don't move.
Whoa! Check out the beautiful scenery, Professor!
This is quite an open space, isn't it? Looking across the river, the Great Witch's mansion is slightly visible.
Yeah, you can just about make out the roof from here. Hey, do you think the wall behind it could be Labyrinthia's outer wall?
That is quite possible. Which would mean these Eldritch Woods must be located directly outside Labyrinthia.
Huh? But isn't that kind of strange? The people in Labyrinthia said that nothing exists outside the town, didn't they?
Yes, quite. I too have heard townsfolk make such assertions. In fact, the very gate we used to enter Labyrinthia disappeared as soon as we passed it. I believe there must be some kind of trick behind it.
It looks we've got quite a lot to discuss with the Little Miss Great Witch, don't we?
That we do. Let us continue, Ms. Faye.
Oh, fuck.
Say, I think we're entitled to a few flowers, don't you? We are the Great Witch's guests after all.
These flowers certainly have a most unique scent. Ms. Faye, please refrain from picking the flowers.
Boo. Is that a mansion over there on the other side? Do you think that's the Great Witch's evil secret lair?
Could that be? Let us find a way across and examine that side ourselves.
Okay, but where are the hint coins? Okay, 1. Oh. 2. I think we come back here later, so it's not a huge deal if I miss one.
That must be Labyrinthia. It would seem the forest is just outside the town.
Nick and the others must still be inside there somewhere, huh? Come on.
Unfortunately, we cannot cross the bridge in its current state. Let us see what we can come up with.
I know, Professor. How about we try talking to that shade over there? Come on. Work with me. Ooh! Hell yeah!
That sounds great.
Oh no, the bridge is out!
It's been completely destroyed. All that remains are a few bits of debris and a small boat floating across the shore.
Are you two looking for a way to cross the river?
Yes, that's right. Is there no other way across?
If there's a way across, I sure wish I knew what it was. I'm sort of having a mini crisis over here. Why did I have to get stuck with the task of reporting the daily task progress to the Great Witch? Granted, I get to bask in the presence of the minstress and take in her gorgeous visage, which is actually pretty amazing. But being unable to cross the river, I can't even carry out my task now, let alone adore her unparalleled beauty.
Oh, well, you know what they say. You either sink or swim. I hope you brought your bathing suit. We're swimming across.
I can't swim.
We'll have to find another way.
Wait a sec. Professor, can you not swim? It's okay. I bet you could flip your hat over and ride it like a boat. It looks like it could float on water real good.
Swimming has nothing to do with it.
Have we seen the professor swim? I can't remember. I've seen him in a boat a few times. Definitely seen him in a boat several times.
And I do not think using my hat as a boat would be the best idea, Ms. Faye. I'll go across and fetch that small boat. I should be able to jump across rather easily using bits of debris on the water. I'll then be able to use the boat to create a path all the way across. Rest assured, Ms. Faye, this is my specialty.
Jumping? Sure, that's not a bad idea. You don't miss a beat, do you, Professor? Good luck!
Oh, I sucked at this one. Okay, give me a sec. Help the professor make a bridge for Maya by knocking the logs into the water. Move next to the logs and touch the hammer icon on the touch screen to knock them over. Think carefully about which direction and think the order in which to knock over the logs. Yeah. Yeah, I sucked at this one. Oh! Keep hitting the wrong thing. My god. Fuck. Go, girl, go! Oh no,
Allow me
I
to show
understand.
you my
They're messy.
puzzle-solving skills. Ah, the joy of solving
I'm fiddling with a
puzzles.
bottle of like bright red ink, and this could go very bad, but it's fun to shake. I just have to hope I don't accidentally twist it open.
Woohoo! They're doing a dance! How many puzzles have I solved?
Yes, now I can give my mistress today's report. Thank you so much. I don't know how to repay you. It was no trouble. A broken bridge would be inconvenient to everyone after all. By the way, what kind of task did the Great Witch give you to? I'm itching to know.
Huh? What's our task? Let's see. Oh, that's it. We're puzzle solvers. Yep, that's right.
Puzzle solvers? Ah, of course, that makes sense. Well, you both have performed your task magnificently. Please excuse me, I must report to the mistress. Now I can go back to truly enjoy my task. Farewell.
Whoa, he's really booking it. Man, we did something really good, Professor.
Sure? This is such a weird conversation.
That we did, Miss Faye. Now let us press on with our task.
Strange. I'm pretty sure he can. The ruins of the sanctuary found in the lake Coda. You don't say that Coda, do you? So assumably, unless they waited for a police rescue, because I can't remember if they showed those in the cutscene in that restaurant crowds. Maybe his hat really is a flotation device. We don't know what special modifications Claire gave it. Who knows? I love how confidently I still call it Coda. I was just like, that's right. No, it's not pronounced like cod. It's pronounced like Coda. Horse, horse, horse.
Oh, mistress, mistress! Has something happened to the Great Witch? I went up to her room, but there was no answer. Oh, mistress, most venerable Great Witch.
Maybe she's just not in the mood to talk. Everyone has their days.
No, never. She would never do that. The mistress always answers us.
Wow, I gotta say, I'm surprised. It sounds like she's...
Typo, typo. It sounds likes. Typo, typo. Quick. Tell everyone there's been a typo.
I gotta say, I'm surprised. It sounds like she's really faithful to you guys. Maybe she's just stepped out?
If she stepped out, we would know. Oh, what could have happened to your mistress? That reminds me, she mentioned there was a visitor waiting for her, or words to that effect.
Then that visitor must still be waiting around for her, right?
Yeah, typo in the Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
No, they are both inside the room.
Uh-huh, I've got it. Zavari, the supposed visitor is really some shady ex-knight looking for revenge.
Miss Faye, please refrain from putting any terrible scenarios into his head. Regardless, we must continue inside. It seems something rather serious is afoot. The game is afoot.
Horse. And coin.
The horses have plenty of food and water. I must say they seem quite content.
Horses? Okay. What do I have to do to get Nick on one of these? Money is no object.
Girl, money is 100% an object for you.
Oh, there it is. These are sure some pretty flowers. And they're everywhere. Quick, put some under your hat, Professor.
Now, Miss Fay, it is not a gentleman's place to take what does not belong to him.
Oh, just steal the fucking flowers, Herschel. Stop being such a loser.
The fog is very dense here. It gives this area a most unearthly feel.
It's really hard to see around here. Who needs a security system when you've got fog, right, Professor? Maya, no. That doesn't help you. With security? Girl, no. Do not be using fog as security.
Oh, venerable mistress, should some harm have befallen you, I don't know what I shall do.
Great, thank you. Oh, I forgot about this one. Oh god, those fucking broken lights.
Mistress, please answer. Something, anything. If something were to happen to you,
Whoa, everyone's really freaking out. Hey, maybe I should pretend to be Bazella. I can be all like, silence minions. Oh wait, British. Silence minions.
Indeed, I wonder what could have happened here.
Maybe she turned her visitor into a gold statue? Hopefully this one doesn't lose an arm, am I right?
These appear to be the flowers that grew in the vicinity of the mansion.
More flowers. I bet a spell would love these. Seriously, Professor, put some under your hat. They really cranked up the heat on this pot. Look at that blue liquid bubble.
Such a myriad of instruments, creating these liquids must need the most precise measurements. My task is quite an important one.
That's a ridiculously huge pot. I wonder what they're cooking in there.
Stop! Do not interfere with my task.
I'm sorry, I won't.
There appear to be 2 pots, each with a different substance being cooked.
Whoa, check that out, Professor. The color changed. How'd they do that?
While I agree the change in color is rather peculiar, I'm more interested in its smell. I have a strange feeling I've smelled this very same odor somewhere before.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does seem kind of familiar, doesn't it?
Red flour, mixin', stir. Red flour, mixin', stir. Red flour. What? I'm out! No more stirring. No more mixing. Are those not red flowers in that basket over there? Red flowers? Yes, I'm restocked. Back to mixing. Back to stirring. This flower blooms just off the shore of this lake, does it not? It would seem your task is to mix these red flowers into the pot, is that right? Red flour, mixin', stir. Red flour, mixin', stir.
Boy, he's seriously concentrating so hard he can't even afford to have a conversation. Wonderful weather today, wouldn't you say?
Red flour, mixin', stir. Red flour, mixin', stir. Ever the social butterfly, Miss Fay. Oh, mistress, please answer. What could have happened? Excuse me, but could you perhaps tell us what is going on here? We heard a loud noise from mistress's room just a moment ago. We called out to her, but there was no answer. There was nothing. No answer at all. This isn't like her.
A loud noise, huh? Maybe that was the sound of the Great Witch being attacked.
No, to harm one as beautiful as her. What barbarian would do such a thing? But if she was attacked, then that means the attacker is still... Just thinking about this making me shake in my robe.
Alright guys, first things first, we've gotta get this door open.
You're welcome to try, but we have already exhausted our options. You see, only the mistress has the key to this door. However, if something has happened, we had better hurry. How terrifying! Ami, please help us. But how utterly terrifying!
Puzzle! Mix equal measures of blue and red. Ugh, I can't do it.
This shade's task is proving to be quite challenging for her.
Isn't her task to mix the red and blue liquids together?
Yes, they must be combined in equal measures, but no matter how many times I try, I cannot get it. Please, can you help me?
Ah, you want us to help?
I must admit I am quite fascinated by the mixing process at work here. Very well, let us give her a helping hand.
Is this one of the pouring puzzles? Hello, Nate. Oh, it is. Great. Mysterious mixture. Fill the 8-liter container with the shade's top secret green glowing potion. It takes equal measures of blue and red together to make a secret potion. Any other ratio will create an explosive black potion. Touch a container to fill it. Be careful not to overfill. Did it.
Allow me to show you my
It's magic,
problem-solving
Nate.
skills. You should expect no less from a gentleman.
They need to give me more pouring puzzles.
You did it. You actually did it.
I knew you could do it, Professor. Our shade friend here looks pretty pleased.
This liquid has the most mysterious glow. I wonder what type of dye they used. And yet this scent, it smells oddly familiar. Perhaps I smelled it when arriving in this town. No, I believe I smelled this scent even before that even.
Mistress!
What's wrong?
There's quite a bit of commotion coming from the entrance to that room. I believe something may have happened. Quickly, Miss Faye.
Right. Excuse me?
Ah!
What gives? Could you please not scare me like that? Our apologies. There seems to be a great many of you gathered here. Has something happened inside? Something did happen. Oh, I can't even think about it. It's just so horrible.
So, what is this horrible thing that happened?
The mistress, the great witch, she's gone.
What?
Gone?
This looks fine.
Oh, mistress, I knew something was destined to happen. I felt a premonition most disturbing.
How? How did this happen? I saw no one enter or leave this room.
The entrance to the room was sealed shut. Where could she have gone?
Hi! Look who it is!
What? This red liquid managed to get sprayed throughout quite a bit of the room.
From the looks of this place, the Great Witch definitely had her hands full, but what happened? Come on.
Thank you. I wish he had gotten proper, like, I wish that his line, it just like a little bit more, then they needed like one scene. It would have been really good.
This place definitely screams something serious just went down, doesn't it? All we need is someone else writing their name in it.
It certainly seems so, Miss Fay. Unfortunately, the culprit seems to have disappeared. The curtain hanging from this wall appears to have suffered a single tear down the middle.
Wait, Professor. Let me just check. Alright, it's clear. No one's hiding behind the curtain.
Not like in Hamlet.
Little Shakespeare reference there for the kids.
That's...
Whoa, no kidding, Professor.
It would seem the Shades made quite a mess searching for the Great Witch. Let us inquire with everyone in the room to get a better understanding of the situation at hand.
I fucking love how much fabric they draped in this room with two large, like, I don't know what you would call those. I don't know what those are called. Like, basins, things of fire. Like, those aren't even just candles. Those are like plates filled with oil that are lit on fire. And they were like, you know what this room needs? More draped fabric. More draped fabric. I love it. Hello. How are you? Just standing in a good way or a bad way? Have you not been taking Advil?
No, I have been. Must have relaxed.
Have fun.
Right. How about we start with that shade over there?
A good suggestion, Miss Fay.
Excuse me. Do you think we could ask you a couple of questions?
Sure, what is it?
It's not like I'm busy or anything.
Could you perhaps describe to us what you saw when you entered the room?
Yes, we all heard what sounded like a fight happening on the other side of the door. No matter how many times we called out to our mistress, there was no reply. We thought something might have happened to the mistress, so we forced the door open. But when we got inside, she was nowhere to be found. You say she was nowhere to be found, and the door was closed the whole time.
Yes, it was most certainly closed, but somehow the mistress managed to disappear.
So let me get this straight. She disappeared from the sealed room, and then the room was found in a big mess. Professor, you know what this means. This means magic must be behind it.
This is quite the peculiar situation. The Great Witch mentioned having to meet with a visitor. Do you happen to know if that person was in this room?
A visitor? I faintly remember a visitor. I do remember hearing another voice. To be honest, I didn't actually see them.
And there are no other exits present in this room, is that correct?
Correct. The main door is the only one.
Okay, so the Great Witch and our visitor both disappeared from the room. And even with all of these shades around, no one saw a single person enter or leave the room.
Or perhaps, Miss Fay, this visitor simply managed to stay incognito during the ensuing commotion. That is one possibility.
Huh? What do you mean, Professor?
No one had seen the visitor prior to the incident, so even if that person was seen in this room, clearly no one would have realized it was them.
But wouldn't an outsider stick out like a sore thumb here? All the shades are dressed the same.
Indeed, any outsider would certainly stand out. I imagine the shades would be quick to apprehend them. However, what if this person were to disguise themselves as a shade?
Oh, you could be right. Maybe they disguised themselves as a shade right before the others came into the room.
Precisely. The rather disheveled appearance of this room would eventually draw one's attention, thus providing the perfect distraction for the culprit to hide.
Okay, so where is this visitor now?
No one has left this room since we entered. Therefore, he or she or they or any other pronouns must still be in this very room.
Alright then, let's hurry up and catch him.
In order to do that, we must question everyone currently present in the room and gather some information.
What do you mean?
My apologies for troubling you once again. Could you please gather together everyone who entered the room?
Yes, right away. Puzzle. I don't think I got this one last time. Ah! 5 shades enter the room. It is unknown who entered first. Touch the letters A through E on the touchscreen to see each of the shades' comments. Listen carefully and work out the order where they all entered the room. The first shade that entered the room is the culprit. Okay. Save state. Those whose robes were stained with colored liquid were somewhere in front of and behind me. He who stood ahead of me did not resemble me in size or stature. So this one's behind. There was already someone in front of me when I arrived. A little one trailed behind me. My robes were stained with this red liquid as I was carrying out my given task. It was unrelated. I was last to arrive. Is anyone lying? No. One of the small ones came third. One of the small ones came third. The robes were stained with colored liquid were somewhere in front of and behind me. Okay, wait. One of the small ones came third. There was someone in front of me when I arrived. The little one trailed behind me. A little one trailed behind me. He who stood in front of me did not resemble me in size nor stature. Those whose robes were stained with color liquid were somewhere in front of and behind me. My robes were stained with carrying this red liquid as I was carrying out my given task. It is unrelated. I was last to arrive.
Let's see if I've proven myself.
Whew, stressful.
You
Are
should
you
expect no
ready?
less from a gentleman.
The larger shade.
It would appear you are not quite the same as the other shades present in this room.
Are you ready? Is this the last time we see him? Until the last cutscene? This might be his last scene, isn't it? Damn, that's so sad. Everyone get ready to say goodbye. Unless I'm wrong. Everyone be ready.
The one who was in this room with the Great Witch was you, was it not?
Impressive work, Sir Top Hat.
I love how he's not like, how the fuck aren't you gold?
Well, what are you doing here?
Why aren't you
The Great
dead?
Witch's visitor was in fact you, Inquisitor Barnum.
I have to say, that logic of yours is still as keen as ever, Sir Top
I
Hat.
love how he's still doing logic in quotations. Like, bitch, it's real.
Logic, coupled with careful, precise thinking, can topple any mystery. So tell us,
Okay.
what exactly are you doing here in this place?
I might ask the same of the two of you. How can it be?
Yeah, how the fuck
that
are you
both
dead?
of you are still alive? You were turned into a gold statue, and was she not sent to the flames as a witch?
He's stressed.
Hey, I am not a witch.
This must be the Great Witch's handiwork as well.
What? No way. Inquisitor Barnum?
Why is she saying that line here? He's had his robe off for a full several lines.
You didn't... Did you kill the Great Witch?
Oh, is that what she was reacting to? Sorry, I should have kept
What
going.
on earth are you talking about? I remember doing no such thing.
Bitch, none of us have good memories here. I think everyone here is fucked in the brain.
What have you done with the mistress?
Great voice acting.
Spare me. The condition of this unkempt room is but the result of its equally unkempt master.
Insolence! None shall speak ill of the mistress!
Please stay calm. Inquisitor Barnum, please tell us the state in which you found this room. Tell us what happened here.
It would seem the presence of an Inquisitor has fouled the atmosphere with the stench of distrust. Very well. I will tell you what I know.
Can you please keep talking? I want to take a break. God damn it! Fine. I did not think the situation would evolve to such a state. I only came seeking the one who could cast some light on the doubts that plague my mind.
And just who is this mysterious one? Who else does this head shake? Is there someone else or is it just him?
You cannot say. Very well, please continue, Inquisitor.
I followed them and was led here to this strange forest. And that is why I was here. I was aiming to put a stop to whatever plan the Great Witch was attempting to concoct.
So you disguised yourself in their robes and made your way here to this room in hopes of foiling her plans.
All those who doubt the storyteller and speak ill of his word are a threat to all of Labyrinthia and its citizens. Of course, the witch refused to speak with me, and as I reached for my sword, I lost consciousness. Perhaps it was one of her detestable magic spells. Oh, it was the fucking bell.
Magic, your lies. Your words are nothing but lies.
I am true to my word. That is what happened before you forced open the door. That is why I lost sight of the Great Witch and was left stranded in this room. I attempted to make my escape a quick one in order to avoid any unnecessary confrontations.
If you lost consciousness, then you did not see the Great Witch disappear. Is that correct?
Regrettably so.
Liar, you did it because of you, the Great Witch is...
How many times must you accuse me? A court knight is always true to his word. Alright.
Wait. Then how do you explain all this blood everywhere?
Actually, I do not believe this is blood.
What?
Maya! I did not draw my sword. No blood should have been spilt.
Well then, what is it? Smell it, girly.
It could be that strange liquid we saw the shades brewing earlier.
Oh! I think you're right. It sure smells like it.
Perhaps one of these jars containing the liquid was knocked over during the struggle. The liquid must have splattered all into the middle of the room, thus creating the scene we now see before us.
I see. Now that you mention it, it does look like there's a broken jar on the floor over there.
But can there really have been no other way for the Great Witch to have escaped?
According to the shades, there is not.
Then is the answer not clear? She must have used magic to disappear.
Not quite. Magic is not the only method through which one can exit a closed door.
Hey, are you saying this whole thing is like one giant puzzle, Professor? I know you love those.
She managed to disappear out of a locked room with no other apparent exits. What other method could there be?
Regardless, we must search the room thoroughly for any clues.
You got it, Professor. I'm positive there's a clue or two lying around here somewhere.
Indeed, Miss Faye. Shall we begin?
Yeah.
Oh, what could this be?
Did you find something, Professor?
Miss Faye, please come and take a look at this.
It's a throne?
This throne does not appear to have any of the red liquid on it.
Sure looks that way.
However, if we move this to the side...
Wow! Ah! He must have gotten shoved here during Inquisitor Barnum's mad struggle. But what does this mean?
This throne does not have a single drop of red liquid on it, yet the wall behind it does. Why do you think that is?
Well, because the throne was in a different spot when Inquisitor Barnum was having the fight of his life.
Very sound reasoning, Miss Faye, and who do you think could have moved it?
Well, It must have been Inquisitor Barnum when he was battling it out tooth and nail.
It was not a battle fought with either tooth or nails. I have no recollection of moving this throne at any stage. In other words, the only one who could have moved this throne was the Great Witch herself. And I believe moving this throne is in some way connected to what she did next.
What she did next? Oh, you mean her little disappearing act.
Wielding that logic you love so much. But remember, this is the Great Witch we are discussing. She could have easily used a magic spell to disappear.
Lies. The mistress's disappearance is your doing. You will return her at once. Please, bring her back to us.
Grr, you detestable knight. We won't forget this.
Oh, hold on a second. Whoa! Where'd you guys get those weapons?
Tell us what really happened here. Tell us. There's nowhere for you to run.
Uh-oh. That is not good. Inquisitor Barnum looks ready to rip them to shreds.
Ah. Great.
Barnum. Ah! Well, like...
Listen well, servants of the Great Witch. If you seek the truth, you must find it yourselves. Gah.
Whoa, no wonder Inquisitor Barnum is so famous around town. He truly is an incredible knight? Question mark?
I cannot waste any more time here. I must make haste and return to protect the storyteller, Sir Torpat. 'Twas a pleasure crossing swords with you once again. An honor, Inquisitor Barnum. Miss Fay,
Yeah?
your courageous acts of bravery are worthy of my respect and admiration.
Courageous acts of bravery?
That is all for now. Until next time, farewell.
He's gone.
Perhaps the good Inquisitor has anticipated the Great Witch making another appearance. He must have thought it's more important to make her work out her next move, rather than dwell on how she disappeared. Inquisitor Barnum is set on ensuring the storyteller's safety and continuing the fight against the witches.
Buddy, you do not... This is not the side you wanna... This is not the hill to die on.
He is quite determined to stay true to his responsibility as an Inquisitor.
If you want to talk about lawful good, he is like aggressively, well, I don't know if it would be lawful good. He is like aggressively lawful though. Barnum is definitely a lawful character.
Miss Fay, let us have one more good look around the room.
Right, let's find us some clues.
We are certain to find something that can solve the mystery of how the Great Witch managed to seemingly disappear. Let's continue our investigation. Okay, yeah.
Hey, Professor, take a look at the wall where the chair was. Doesn't it look like that wall could be a door leading to a secret passageway? Got it in one.
As I suspected, it would seem the Great Witch did not really disappear into thin air, although it is still unknown by what method she was able to make Inquisitor Barnum lose consciousness. Well, we can assume she took advantage of the secret situation and escaped through the secret passage.
But Professor, even if we go after her now, do you think we'd catch her? Well, what should we do?
I believe she intended for us to discover the secret passage. It would seem she has us right in the palm of her hand. However, if we are to discover the truth, we must continue to move forward.
Oh god.
You said it. Alright, let's get going, Professor. I am so tired.
To be continued.
Woo!
I would love to save a video game. Would love to do that. Book open. Secrets of the underground Ruins. Ruin time. Wow, look at them go. Look at these guys. Beautiful. Gorgeous. The professor loves a ruin.
Who would have thought something like this would exist underground?
Professor Layton, probably.
This place is totally different
The
from
professor
Labyrinthia.
loved ruin. He loved ruin so much.
It kind of looks like something straight out of a history book.
Yeah, girl.
This is the funniest person she could be, like, saying this to. Like, Layton is just like, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to turn the low battery on my phone because it's dying real hard. Boop. Alright, great. Girl?
A long-forgotten remnant of the past.
He
Does
is
stir up a desire
so
to
true.
Come on, Professor. Let's go explore this place.
He's like, fuck yeah, finally. He's like trying to be normal. He's trying so hard. He's trying so hard to be normal right now. He's so excited about this ruin. I know it in my soul. I know he's so excited about this ruin.
I'm afraid that finding the Great Witch is our utmost priority.
He's like,
Miss Faye.
I have to be the adult in this situation and say, we can't focus on the ruin right now, but I want to focus on the ruin so bad. He wants to focus on this ruin.
In that case, let's hurry up and catch her so we can do some serious exploration of these ruins.
The professor delayed him and Luke's return to London by like 2 days just so he could look at some more ruins, and then the next weekend he was back in Labyrinthia to look at more ruins.
Indeed. Archaic ruins are my speciality.
There he
after
is,
all.
saying it. Archaic ruins are his speciality. Ugh. We found it. We found his speciality, guys. Archaic ruins.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot you're an archaeologist, Professor.
Now then, shall we begin our
Girl, I could
search?
never forget his love for rocks. If there is one thing about Professor Layton, is my guy loves a fucking ruin. The ruins in the forest. Lying at the end of the secret passage leading from the mansion were some underground ruins lit by pools of water. What is the purpose of these ruins lying deep within the forest? As an archaeologist, I have to wonder why a huge underground space such as this was constructed. I'm very excited about the prospect. He's so excited about these ruins, man. And so well preserved. These are some really well preserved ruins. He's having a great time. I know this. I think the professor is... He's like, I have to focus, but he's having... Just know, he's having such a hard time focusing right now. He's really struggling. He's truly struggling to, like, not, like, you know, lose it in regards to the ruins.
Who could have built such a waterway? The archaeological finds in this ruin are simply fascinating.
Crazy to see this kind of waterway in a bunch of old ruins like this. I wouldn't swim in it though.
She was thinking about it.
This door won't budge. It looks like it needs a key to open. I bet you the Great Witch is on the other side of this door.
Yes, that is a possibility. However, there is still another room nearby that we have yet to explore.
Okay, Professor. We should go check out that other room first then.
Ruins. Small room. Boop. Switch.
I wonder what this room is. There are stone statues everywhere. Say, Professor, is it me or do these statues all look really sad?
I agree. There is a certain air of sadness to them. They almost seem to be in pain.
You're giving me the chills. Oh, come on, Professor. I know being creeped out by statues seems kind of silly, but you don't have to laugh at me.
No, Ms. Faye, that was not me.
So glad you can finally make it, Professor Herschel Layton. And also the girl, whatever your name is.
As I thought, it was you who led us here. Tell us. What secret lies within these ruins?
Now, I think you're capable of journeying to the beginning and finding out the truth all on your own.
The beginning?
Have you ever wondered why the storyteller started writing the story in the first place? More importantly, why does he continue to write it? The answer to those questions are located within these very ruins.
If that's true, then might I ask why you are sharing this information with us?
Simple. I want you to get closer to the truth. I'm afraid you'll have to work out the rest for yourselves, but I'm sure that's child's play for a gentleman of your caliber.
What exactly are you plotting?
When the light of the truth shines upon the hidden darkness of the first story, the legendary figure will rise. The Great Witch, Bezella.
But you're Bezella, aren't you?
Me, Bezella. I hate to disappoint you, but you've got the wrong person.
Yeah, but the Shades were calling you the Great Witch.
Ah, yes. They did indeed call me by such a name. However, that was for an entirely different reason.
I'm afraid she's correct, Miss Fay. This person is not Bezella.
Huh?
The real Bezella would never expose herself so freely. It would put her in far too much danger. It would be tantamount to turning herself in. Also, there was something very strange about those shades in the forest.
Strange?
One must wonder why they would consider her the Great Witch when there is no magic present here.
I just remembered I have to download a Nancy Drew VOD, so give me a sec to start that download. I don't like need to do it right now, but if I don't do it right now, I am going to forget. So let me just download, I'm gonna download the last couple just to be safe. Most of the time I have it set to record directly to my computer now. But, when I've been playing Nancy Drew, I keep accidentally hitting stop recording, which doesn't stop the stream, it just stops the recording. And then I have to edit it together, so it's easier if I don't do that. So let me also get the other Nancy Drew. Just in case I didn't get it last week. I think I did, but I want to be safe. I did. Did I make sure those are... Are these downloading? Hold on, sorry, I'm just double checking. It's preparing, okay. Alright, cool, we should be fine.
That's true. So much has happened so far, but none of it was related to any magic.
When we met in the Eldritch Woods, and even now, you had something you wanted us to find. If you were truly Bezella, there would be no reason for you to lead us along in such a manner.
That is correct. I am not Bezella. Rather, I actually wish to meet with Bezella. And that moment will soon come to pass. The truth lies with your cute new friend. Until we meet again. I'm sorry. Her calling it spell cute caught me off guard. Also, hello, Ninji.
Please wait, we're not finished yet.
I can't hear her voice anymore. I think she's gone.
It would appear so.
That witch wasn't Bezella after all, huh?
It would seem our great witch has been demoted to a mere witch.
Oh man, and here I thought we finally managed to catch Bazella.
Remember what she said, Miss Faye? When we find the truth, we will find Bazella.
Say, Professor, when we do find the real Bazella, do you think this will finally be over? I mean, everything. The witch trials, the fake fire pit. Do you think it'll all finally come to the end? Come to an end? An end?
Yes, I do. Bazella is at the root of all disaster in Labyrinthia. If we catch her, then everything shall come to an end.
I can't remember what part of the country you're in anymore, Ninji, but understandable. There's been a lot of weather events, but like, I know my current area is like my work canceled the in-house people like at like 8 o'clock this morning. Okay, yeah. Not my work canceled, my sister's classes are all online tomorrow, and my mom's school has canceled. Yeah, we're supposed to get about 10 inches of snow a little bit further north of you. So, yeah, no, it's hitting the East Coast and it's hitting us hard. That's the vibe I got. Yeah, let me check what we're looking at right now. It's dropped for us. We're no longer getting as much snow as we were, which is a little bit of a relief because it was over a foot for a while. But we'll find out. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, no, we're getting hit tomorrow, and then we're getting hit again Saturday. So that'll be interesting. We'll see how much snow we end up actually getting. And it's gonna be cold, you know? Yeah, I logged on and they were like, no, anyone whose in-house day is tomorrow, we're gonna work from home. And I was like, what? I work from home on Tuesdays anyway, but, you know.
Yes, I do. Bazella is at the root of all disaster in Labyrinthia. If we catch her, then everything shall come to an end.
And we know what we gotta do. Let's go, Professor. Maybe there's a clue or two around in these ruins somewhere.
Of course, we cannot afford to stop just yet. Let us move on, Miss Faye.
Huh? I wonder what that sparkly thing was here just now. Just here.
Ooh, something appears to have fallen.
Nope, something has fallen. Something seems to have fallen.
Something seems to have fallen. It appears to be a key.
You think the witch dropped it?
Judging by the patterns on this key, it would appear to have some sort of connection to these ruins.
I think Maya's like 5 feet tall, so there you go, people who are theorizing Herschel's height based on canon evidence.
Yeah, it definitely does. Remember that huge door back near the entrance? I bet it's related to that door.
My spirit medium's instinct is never wrong. Is this the line you were looking for, Ninji? Is this the line you were looking for? Maybe. I'll click around for you.
Spirit medium's instinct, you say? Well then, let's head back and check.
He's like, you're fucking what? I understand. I don't even know if he like fully understands what a spirit medium is though. Like you can guess it's something to do with the dead and he holds his hat. I don't think he actually would know. Yeah. He's like, what the fuck is that? What does that mean, Maya? What on earth are you talking about? He has no idea what she's talking about.
Yeah, but you know, that witch must be pretty absent-minded to just drop her key like that. That's something Nick would do.
I'm not sure that's entirely the case. Perhaps she intended to drop it here.
Really? Well, why would she do that?
So we can continue to move deeper in the ruins, naturally.
Oh, you mean she's trying to lead us to the beginning?
Yes, precisely.
Boy, she really wants us to find the truth, huh? Whatever that may be. She's starting to sound like Nick.
We could not have asked for a better clue, even if there is an ulterior motive behind it.
Listen, I love the Labyrinthia AU because that's goofy as hell. I miss Emmy so bad. I know I'm personally not expecting any characters from the prequels, or really even the original games outside of Luke and Layton. And I know that if I want to see anyone, it really will be Brenda or Clark, because I need them to acknowledge for, like, other fans who don't know the prequels that, like, he has fucking parents. Like, he has parents. They're not dead. You know what? Actually, I think that one of the worst things they could do in New World of Steam would be to kill Luke's parents. Like, can we let this guy have parents, please? For me, please. In regards to Flora, at the moment, I am thinking at most we will get either, like, a letter to Flora, because a letter to Flora makes sense that, someone could have written back home to her. They love to have a letter in these games. Or I could see her potentially being in, like, a cutscene at the beginning. You know, like, as Herschel is leaving London or something like that. I can see those two being really easy places to put Flora in without actually having to write her in the game. So, that is, I think that level 5 should hire me. I know that they're based in Japan and I don't speak Japanese. I just think that I know what I'm doing. I think that's the easiest. And then I think, I don't know. I'm really not holding out hope. I just miss Emmy so bad. Seeing her for like 2 minutes. What's it? Holding someone at gunpoint? What? Wait, what? What's what? Ninji, what's what? You're leaving me hanging. This is so rude.
If it is the truth she would like us to find, then we must be prepared to face it.
I learned Japanese. I take the work for level 5. I fix the kit. Real. Can you get me in there? I probably won't learn enough Japanese, but like, can you get me in there? If they knew what I would do to Ernest and Kat, either they would kick me out of the building immediately or I would have a job on the spot. I can't decide which. I can't decide which between the two. Either I have an instant job for the rest of my life, or they're gonna, like, get a restraining order on me. So, like, that's my contribution to Professor Layton canon. I hope that helps.
Alright, hold on to your hat, Professor. Because the Order of the English Gentleman and Feisty Spirit Medium is coming through.
A most ambitious title, if there ever was one. Let us head to the entrance, Miss Fay.
I don't know anything about language tests, so I couldn't tell you. Witches in London. The witch that captured Espella in London and turned the professor into gold is the great witch who leads the shades in the Eldritch Woods.
This so-called great witch was not in fact Priscilla. I feel as if she is trying to nudge me into ascertaining something.
Great job. Great word choice. Right when I took a drink?
Right? Mr. Wright? We made it outside. The clothes look clear.
Hello, I had to respond to a message about... Sorry. Apparently when downloads end for... I was so confused. I was like, did someone join? And then I was like, wait, that's me. Apparently when downloads finish for Twitch, they just automatically start playing in a new tab. So that was something fun to deal with. And I don't even know which one downloaded, so I'm gonna have to download it again after the stream. So... good. Wow, jeez, my back is killing me. Retweet. Me too, buddy.
I think that elderly woman has left for a break now. To be honest, I was a little nervous there for a second.
By the way, where are we? Espella, do you know?
No, I've never seen this place before. There isn't a forest like this anywhere in Labyrinthia.
We must have traveled quite a distance.
They're doing the Spider-Man thinking meme, except in reverse. Did you guys see that just now?
Huh?
Horse.
My, I wonder who that is. That's quite an old outfit they have on.
Right then, how about I go over and ask where we are?
Wait, are you serious? But they're wearing such weird outfits.
Now, Mr. Wright, you mustn't judge a book by its cover. You're sounding like your musical counterpart that's really mean to Maya.
Yeah, you're right. What was I thinking? Horse!
Excuse me, could you perhaps tell us where we are?
This is Eldritch Woods, an outside world that exists away from the story. An empty world. A world with no official existence. A world unwritten in the annals of history. Yeah, an outside world. We are outside.
Eldritch Woods?
All who dwell in these woods live as shades, each bound to their tasks.
What do you mean by the tasks?
Could it be... Are you new recruits? Why haven't you attended the Great Witch's orientation ritual? The Great Witch?
I can't help but feel he's giving us the most disapproving looks right now.
You must see her right away. We exist to carry out our tasks, nothing more.
Hey, wait!
He's gone.
Well, that was strange.
Could that have been?
Do you know what that was about, Isabella?
There is a fairy tale that is often told to the children in Labyrinthia.
What kind of fairy tale?
It's a story about a secret forest where the souls of witches sentenced to burn in the flames wander around.
A secret forest?
Those souls cannot be seen by the living, and they say anyone who is able to see them is possessed by an evil spirit.
A forest of wandering souls?
Phoenix is like, I'm possessed now?
Maybe this is the story mentioned in...
Wait, maybe this is the
forest mentioned in that story.
But I mean, it's just a kid's fairy tale, right?
If that story is true, does that mean the person we just spoke to was a witch's spirit?
No way. Wait, hold on. Remember how we got here? We came through that cage in the fire pit, all the way down here. Which means, I think there's a very good chance that witches are connected to this forest. And, if I'm right, that means that a certain someone must be around here. We're coming for you, Maya.
We should go check out the forest then. Mr. Wright, Isabella, I hope you're ready.
Yes, maybe we'll find clues as to Maya's whereabouts.
Yeah.
Alright guys, let's get going already. Our first stop is that creepy looking haunted house up ahead.
Oh, hey sir.
Yeah, ghosts are real. But I don't think they hang out like this. I don't think they have, like, robes. What is this place?
It looks like a workshop of some sort. I wonder what's being mixed inside those cauldrons.
Well, maybe it's a witch's potion?
Hey, do you smell that? Do you think it's coming from the liquid inside? I feel like I've smelled this scent before.
Now I'm gonna sneeze.
Luke? I don't think it's a good idea to breathe in too much of this scent. Oh, fuck.
Okay, mic back.
That's probably why all those people are wearing masks.
What?
Yeah, masks.
Do you think they could be wearing masks?
Oh, gas masks.
Do you think they could be wearing gas masks?
So this room could possibly be a little more hazardous to our health, huh? Not the drugs again! I think we'd better move on for now. I think my sinuses are stuffy. I was gonna make a joke about Phoenix being allergic to the flowers.
Mr. Wright, look, there's another door on the other side of the room. And it looks like there's no toxic gas there.
How do you... Wait, Luke? It looks like there's no toxic gas there. You can't see gas, baby boy. And also, if the door opens, toxic gas
would have moved to fill the room. Oh boy. I don't know if I'd call it toxic just yet. Anyway, we need to proceed with our search, so let's get going. How does he know it's not toxic? How does he know he's not hallucinating? Huh. Is that blood?
The room is covered with it. What could have happened here?
No, wait, this doesn't seem to be blood.
Huh?
There... You smell that? It smells like that liquid they're making in the room back there. So you lied about there being no toxic gas in this room, Luke. There's toxic gas all over the place.
You know, now that you mention it, I think this is that liquid. I think there's toxic gas in here as well. We're fucked.
Ah, thank goodness. So that probably means no one was hurt here, right? Except for the toxic gas.
I guess not. Still, something clearly happened here.
Huh. Mr. Wright, Miss Bella, look over there. Is that a secret passage behind the chandelier?
Hey, good eye, Luke. I was also gonna make a joke about Phoenix licking it. He was like, I don't think this is blood. And then he licks it and he's like, yeah, it's not blood. Hey, good eye, Luke. I wonder where this leads.
It looks pitch black in there. So, should we go inside?
Of course. We're on an investigation, aren't we?
Right. Can we get a light first? Does anyone have a light?
What's this, Luke? Are you scared?
You've got it all wrong. I'm perfectly fine in the dark. No problems at all. Right then. I'll be right behind you, Mr. Wright.
Yep. He's scared. He's a baby, Phoenix. Leave him alone.
I'm right behind you as well, Mr. Wright.
You're scared too, huh, Spella? Thanks, guys. Who do I get to walk behind then? 3 people who fucking hate the dark going into the dark together. Love this for them. They're all shaking so bad. They're just like, fuck, I don't want to be doing this. They can hold hands. Maybe that'll help. Hold hands, guys. Reunion scene soon. Wow. Who'd have thought there'd be some ancient underground ruins here?
Wow, this place is amazing, isn't it? Look at those large pillars and that stream of water.
I miss Gumshoe.
Everything here looks so old. I've never seen anything quite like it. And you say this kind of place is called a ruin, is it?
Oh yeah. I guess you don't really have any ancient ruins like this within Labyrinthia, huh?
Ancient ruins?
Something wrong, Luke?
It's just... This reminds me of the professor. If he were here, he could tell us anything we wanted to know about these ruins.
That's right. The professor was an archaeologist.
Yeah. Sometimes I can almost hear the professor's kind words calling out. Even now. I can almost hear his voice.
Sorry, I can only think of the Brother Bear meme. Like, what is this scene if not the Brother Bear meme? Right? Like, sometimes I can still hear his voice. Stop telling people I'm dead! Like, what else is this but that scene? Has anyone redrawn that? If we've not redrawn that, we've failed as a fandom.
Professor?
Me too. And I can almost hear the professor's voice. And Maya's too.
I think I hear them as well.
They're like, is this real or are we hallucinating? Group hallucination time.
Come to think of it.
I cannot believe they didn't fucking animate this scene. Absolute madness. It really is like...
We can actually
Hear them.
I love the idea that Maya and the professor are like absolutely goofing off. Like they're just goofing off. Like Maya's being goofy and the Layton is like talking to her about rocks, and these three are like sobbing. Like Luke is crying, Phoenix is trying to hold it together, Espella's tearing up. Like they're really going through it. They're having like a trauma bonding moment. And in the next room, Maya and Layton are absolutely fucking goofing off. Also, that sounds really good, Nate. That sounds great. What? Now then, let's check overall nut side. I think that is the professor. Professor? Over here. Ninji, that is actually my one requirement. Like, I know how ridiculous it would be to go to the studio and be like, hi, it's been a while, but could you just animate another scene for us really quick? Just like really quick. Could you just get it really quick for us? Like, hi, could you please animate this scene for us? Hi, could... It would be really quick, and that's the only thing I'm really requiring you to change. Now, like, I do have some smaller requests. Like, for me, it would be really cool if they, like, added one fucking scene with Barnum so we could just round out his storyline a little bit. But, like, really all I need is, like, this scene animated, and you can just throw it on port, and I don't care about anything else. Who gives a shit about anything else? You don't have to change anything else. If you can just give me, like... What if they just give me this? I ask for so little. Just an entire additional animated scene. Just like, that's it. That's all I ask. That's really all I ask.
Those voices just now. It has to be.
Yeah. There's no mistaking it. Yellow.
Professor!
Have you seen... God, I don't remember. You might recognize it if I just describe it. It's from an anime. I redrew it for Miraculous once, which, Yes, you're right, Sarah. It doesn't even need to be a port. It can be a bonus trailer they make to advertise a port. I redrew it as Miraculous Bunch. It's from an anime, and it's like... one character runs up and gives the other a hug, and the other, like, does, like, a flying leap and knocks the other guy in the background down. That is 100% how I've always imagined this. How fast can I... You've seen that for this game? Well, then, I've had it sketched out for, like, 7 months. I'll just delete that. I will not. Okay, then I'm not even gonna bother trying to find it. This was stupid. It's stupid of me to, like, go searching for a GIF if everyone already knows what it is. That's just a waste of everyone's time.
Luke, what are you doing here? Professor, it really is you. I thought you'd never come back. Even though deep down, I believed the spell could be broken somehow. There were times I just wasn't sure it was possible. Professor, I'm so sorry, my boy. I've caused you quite a bit of worry.
Professor, you're all right. Professor, what about Maya? I thought I heard her voice too.
Ah, yes, not to worry, Mr. Wright. Rest assured, Miss Faye is just...
Yo, Nick! Oh, wait, why is my computer trying to update right now? Please stop trying to update my computer. Please don't update me to Windows 11. No, not right now. Shit, fuck. Things are moving around on my screen now. Why are things opening? So many things are opening. Hey, Nick! Nick! Maya! Am I dreaming? Is it really you?
Yup. The professor and I are as real can be.
You have no idea how relieved I am. Really, I've never been so happy to see you.
I'm really sorry, Nick. You must have been worried sick. It's just, well, I wanted to do something to help this fella, you know?
No, it's not your fault, Maya. It's mine. If only I'd helped you sooner, none of this would have happened. And you wouldn't have been dropped into that pit of fire.
I thought I'd never see you again, Nick. I'm really sorry.
This specific arrangement sounds very much like the arrangements in DGS, doesn't it?
Come now. Everyone here did the best they could. That is what enabled us to power through the hardship and reunite. That is what I believe.
Yeah, you're right, Professor.
Right you are, Professor.
Good old Professor Layton logic. Logic's so good, it'll leave you good as gold. Right, Professor?
It's Herlock's ghost playing the violin. Help, that's so funny. I mean, it is the blueprint for the DGS. He follows the idea that Herlock is just following the Naruhodos around is like really funny. Like, I've seen people do different like ghost things, but I don't think I've ever seen Herlock just following around, and that is especially funny.
Indeed, Miss Faye.
I'm so glad you're all okay. Maya, are you hurt? Are you suffering from any burns? And Professor, has your arm been properly reattached to your body?
We're quite all right, Isabella, I assure you. You may rest easy.
Yeah, look, we're perfectly fine. Oh, thank goodness. Spella?
Phew, Spella looks super relieved.
We're entirely unharmed, Isabella. Please dry your tears.
Look what you started, Nick. Everyone got all sappy and now you made Spella cry.
Mr. Wright, a gentleman must never ever make a lady cry.
Why is it my fault?
Thank you, everyone.
Nothing more traumatic will happen in this game.
Mr. Wright, you kept those two safe and out of harm's way. For that, you have my utmost gratitude.
No problem, Professor. I honestly couldn't have done it on my own. Luke and Isabella really helped me when I needed it the most. Likewise, I should be thanking you for keeping Maya safe. Thank you so much.
Not at all, Mr. Wright. After all, it is a gentleman's duty to help a
Lady in need, except for Flora. Sorry to bring it up again, but like, fuck Flora, am I right? Like, fuck her. Who gives a shit? Who cares about Flora? Fuck. We care about women unless they're Flora. Absolute madness. I'm looking at her pin right now to be normal, so I don't get too mad about it. But I have to look at her. She did nothing wrong. Ugh.
Nick, you should really learn to be a proper gentleman, like the professor here.
Huh? Well, I'm not too sure I'd be able to pull off the whole top hat look for one.
Mr. Wright, it is an honor to once again team up with you. No matter what challenges may lie in our way, with your help I am certain we can overcome them.
Her name is Flora, and she's my best friend. She's a baby girl with the biggest eyes ever seen in the world. This girl is 90% eyeball.
Let us go forth and solve the mystery that is Labyrinthia,
shall we? And can we kill an old man while we're at it? Can we finally have a Professor Layton game where we watch an old man die? Not to be mean, not to be crude. But like, Flora's dad was already dead, so I need to see an old man die on screen. Absolutely. We'll fight for Isabella until the very end. Professor, I'm looking forward to working with you and putting an end to this mystery once and for all. More old men should die in Professor Layton, and if an old man who's kind of shitty and a bad dad and a millionaire doesn't die in New World of Steam, then what's the fucking point? If I don't see someone kill a millionaire or a billionaire,
then what is the point of reviving this series? If I cannot kill a billionaire, then why are we here?
I'm just saying, Ernest was going real tame. Especially after Clive, Ernest was going real tame. Ernest was just, like, taking their money. That's nothing. Like, that's nothing. Let's be real here. This was so tame. What, like... Can I please see someone kill someone? Even Clive was that tame. Why didn't no one kill Bill? I can't believe this series. Ernest deserves so much more.
I see. So that is what happened to Miss Kira. Yeah, that's why I think there's more to the witch trials than meets the eye.
Uh-huh. So you figured out there was something fishy with that fire pit. The patented Nick investigation method. Dive headfirst into a pit and figure out it's not really a pit after all. Proven and tested.
This is a wild thing for her to say. If you consider this to be like mid-third game, right? Like mid-third game. I especially like this being mid-third game because that means that for Bridge to Turnabout, Phoenix is even more on the brink. I like making Phoenix, like, it gets to a point where the games do it too much, but like, I do like making Phoenix fucking stressed over the people he cares about. Like, I just think Bridge to Turnabout, after very recently having seen and thinking Maya was dead, I think Phoenix would... He's already fucked up real bad in that case. I think it would be worse. Boy, thanks. Anyway, that's how we ended up here. So, what about that great witch you ran into?
We still do not know much about her. However, it seems she was the one responsible for leading us here. She also told us of a place containing many secrets regarding the storyteller's story, a place she refers to as the beginning.
The beginning? You're saying my father's secrets are hidden there?
As I suspected, you have never heard of this place, correct?
That's right. This is also the first time I've ever seen these ruins. I think everything will be made clear when we get there. Labyrinthia, even the Great Witch.
It is as if the witch... No, fuck. It is as the Great Witch said it would be.
It's a bit scary, to be honest.
Huh?
I feel as if getting to the bottom of all this and exposing Labyrinthia's secrets will change everything.
Oh girl, you have no idea.
Knowing my father's secrets.
Isabella...
I think the old me would be absolutely terrified right now. She probably couldn't even go on. But I must stay strong. I must know the truth. I've been so blind to the truth this entire time. Because of you all, I'm finally able to see the world for what it really is. That's why I want to go along with you.
This is much smoother when they're not awkwardly popping in and out, huh?
We're all in this together.
Woohoo, Wildcats! Get ready, Isabella. This is going to be an adventure you'll never forget, and not because of the lasting trauma. Okay, Maya.
I believe the large door on the other side of the room should lead us further inside. In that case,
We should investigate immediately, right, Professor?
yes, that's right. I must say, I have not seen you so excited in quite a while, my boy.
Really?
That's because he's just itching to get solving some puzzles with you, Professor. Ah, then we should not delay. Let's investigate that large gate ahead.
Gate moment.
Oh, that's weird. There's no handle. It doesn't look like we'll be able to pull or push the door open.
Oh, look. It looks like there's a keyhole.
But we don't have a key.
Nick, what would you do without me? Zavari, the professor and I found this back in the side room over there.
It appears this key belongs to the door.
Now watch as Maya the Magnificent works her magic and opens the door, please. Hold applause. Take that!
Huh? What seems to be the matter, Miss Fay?
What gives? This key won't work. Maybe it's a fake.
I like how your first instinct is to think the key's a fake instead of just belonging to another door.
Let us not hastily jump to any conclusions. Look closely here. It appears this key is part of a puzzle.
Right. A puzzle, you say?
It would seem our progression will not be as easy as we thought.
Alright then. If it's a puzzle that needs solving, that's your cue, Professor.
Not quite, Mr. Wright. This puzzle requires your particular expertise.
Wait, me?
Your unique way of thinking may be crucial to finding the solution. Do not worry, you will do fine.
Yeah, Hannah, I'm not able to read fic. How do I word it? I have fic. I have like multiple writing pieces due within the next 2 months. 2 months. 2 weeks. 2 weeks that I have not worked on at all. At all. I have not worked on them at all. I have that check-in due. I haven't opened the file since the last check-in. Ranley Mods, if you're watching this stream, I promise, I'm so excited for your project. This just keeps happening. This just keeps happening. I'm sorry.
Your way of thinking, do not worry, you will do fine. Remember, you have seen many different kinds of puzzles during our time here in Labyrinthia. I believe you are now well prepared for tackling any number of puzzles that may come your way.
I'm not entirely I'm not exactly sure that's true, but if there are any contradictions in this puzzle, I'll do my very best to point them out.
Oh my god! I forgot about that! How did I forget that they did that? They did the Ace Attorney logo. Do they do that for any other puzzles? Or just this one? Huh. Anyway, this art is always so cute. There appears to be an intricate keyhole in the middle of the massive door. An inscription on the door reads, the key to proceeding is in the key. If you recall, Maya tried unlocking the door with the key, but it would not turn. Strange indeed. Try using the key from different angles. Such cute art. Such cute art. Man, do I remember the way that this... It doesn't seem to work from this angle. How do I... Oh, right. Alright.
The key just won't turn. It gets stuck halfway through.
It's like Maya said. There must be some special way of unlocking it. You just need to flip your way of thinking, that's all. It could be that we just need to flip the key, too. That's it, Maya. The key isn't how you hold the key. Let's give it another shot.
I forget how this works.
Huh? But it's still not working. We've tried everything. It just won't open.
There must be some other way the key fits in the keyhole.
Perhaps it would be wise to reevaluate our way of thinking.
Boy, this is like the puzzle to end all puzzles.
Come on, Nick, quit your whining. Where is that Ace Attorney spirit?
Who's whining?
Anyway, maybe we should try a little courtroom thinking on this one. I forget how this one works. I know this seems silly, but I really don't remember how this one goes. So I'm just like, huh. Yeah, try to turn your thinking around, besties. I'm doing my best. What was this? How did this one work? I feel like I got it so fast the first time that like I didn't have to think about it at all. And so now I'm like, fuck. Yeah, no, I know it won't turn, guys. I feel really stupid. Can you? Yeah, how about we just put it off the screen? How about that? I'm not even trying to put this in the hole anymore. This just does not want to control well. Yeah, insert. Stop it! Stop wiggling around in there. I don't want you doing that. I don't want you doing that! Stop it! Fuck, I know! What is this? Hold it.
Hold it!
So the problem is we haven't been able to figure out what we have to do past this point.
Have you spotted something, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, you could say that. I think we've been thinking about this all wrong. Wait, was I supposed to hit this a while ago?
That's why we haven't been able to see the true nature of this puzzle. Excellent, Mr. Wright.
Oh my god! Let us clear our heads and get— oh wait, no, it's not. It's just us talking to him. The key to proceeding must have the true nature of the key. I didn't even see the— I actually didn't even see the button there. Like, I did not see the button because that's usually, like, restart or something. And so I didn't look at the button. The key is in using the key. The key is in the keyhole. The key is the key itself. Oh, fuck, I don't remember what the answer is. The key is in using the key. Ugh. The key is in using the key. The key is in the keyhole. The key—
Objection!
I don't think that's it. I think I misunderstood what they said by— sorry, I'm looking at something. I thought I saved, but I'm looking at it now and I'm like, I don't know it. Yeah, sorry for fucking it up.
Objection!
Yeah, okay. Can I get Advil? I'm actually, hold on. I can't see. Hold on. I can't see. Sorry, that timing is really bad. My eyes started twitching and I stopped being able to read. What did you guys say it was? The last one? Did you guys say it was the last one? Is that the only one we didn't try? Okay.
Objection!
I had to like put my lean over for a second. I think I can get through like this next part, but I actually have to like go. I have to go. I have to leave. I don't know if I can do this right now. Hold on. It's happened once before, Ninji, but like, I don't know how to deal with it. I just took a salt capsule, so I'm gonna see if that helps, but like, I do need to finish, but I don't... Hold on. Take a closer look at the key. Oh no. Oh, God. Technically I can save state, I just don't feel good about it. It makes me nervous. The key is... okay. Oh no. I'm not even gonna try to read these right now. Yeah, I know you think I can only- can I solve- okay, thank you. Alright, I have to go. I can't be here anymore. I have to leave. I have to go lay down. I have to go. I have not been having good Mondays. I have to go. I'm gonna go. Yep. There are things I usually say, but I need to go maybe get a piece of bread, and I'm gonna go. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys, yeah, I'll see you guys. Goodbye.